Hi, I'm John Maxwell. When the top companies in the world are looking for trainers, speakers, and coaches, there's one name that stands above the rest, and that's Maxwell Leadership. Our certified team members have gotten proven results for companies all over the globe, and our reputation, I'm proud to say, is second to none. Some of our members have risen to the top of their profession, including the one you're going to meet today. I proudly introduce you to my friend Bob Fabian Zinka.
Welcome to the Leadership and Success Podcast with your host, Coach BZ, where we help you lead with purpose and succeed with impact. If you're ready to grow into the kind of leader others want to follow, this podcast is for you. If you're determined to elevate your success and leave a lasting legacy, this podcast is for you. As my mentor, Dr. John C. Maxwell reminds us, everything rises and falls on leadership. Our goal is simple: to inspire you, challenge you, and equip you with insights that can transform the trajectory of your leadership journey. Welcome aboard to another episode of the Leadership and Success Podcast with Coach BZ.
Hello everyone, I'm Maman IBRAHIM, founder of Ginkgo Resilience, principal at EugeneZonda, and an eternal student of leadership, technology, and humanity. For more than 2 decades, I've worked across industries and continents, from Michelin and GSK to Helion and beyond, helping leaders transform cybersecurity and AI governance into source of clarity, trust, and strategic advantage. But my story isn't just about technology, it's about resilience. I grew up believing that every person, like every organization, holds the potential to go from rough to diamond. That phrase defines my philosophy: growth through friction, strength through challenge, and brilliance through intentional leadership. Today, through my work at Ginkgo Resilience and EugeneZonda, I partner with boards and CISOs around the world to build organizations that don't survive disruption, they thrive through it. I believe that cyber resilience is not an act of survival, it's an act of purpose, one that combines ethics, innovation, and courage. When I'm not working with executives, I mentor emerging cybersecurity leaders and explore the interactions between AI, behavioral science, and philosophy, because the future belongs to those who understand both technology and humanity. So to everyone watching, whether you're a naval officer preparing for command or a Silicon Valley engineer stepping into leadership, my message is simple: lead with clarity, act with conviction, and always remember resilience begins long before crisis strikes. Thank you, and I look forward to this meaningful conversation with Coach BZ on the Leadership and Success Podcast. Game on, game forever.
All right, everyone, I'm very, very excited. We have a very special guest today, and thanks so much for watching the Leadership and Success Podcast. Today is Monday, October 27th. It's almost the end of the month. It's about 9 a.m. here in Silicon Valley, 12 p.m. Washington, D.C., and 5 p.m. GMT in London, UK, where my guest is based. But before we do that, let's do our moment of gratitude. As it is our custom here, we want to just take a moment, right, to really be grateful for something. I think it is important to be grateful every single day. I know times might be tough right now, but I want us to really have an attitude of gratitude. So if you would put yourself in your happy place, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think about one thing you are grateful for today. And today, I think I am really grateful that I woke up this morning, number one. And number two, that I woke up with my right mind. Somebody last night went to bed, but they didn't wake up today. Somebody else woke up this morning, but they were not in their right mind. And I'm just grateful that I'm here and that I can talk to you and that I can add value to you. As long as I am alive, I think there is hope for me and for you. All right. So let me introduce our guest today. So I just found out that my man, like me, French is his uh, original language. And like me, he was born in a francophone country, Niger, which I think American would call Niger, but it's a French-speaking country in Africa, just like the Congo where I was born. Now, like I said, he's based in the United Kingdom. But from his early days, um, been shaping digital transformation at Michelin and to founding Ginkgo Resilience. Maman has dedicated his life work to helping global leaders govern with clarity, courage, and control. I love one of his popular quotes: cyber governance should be a source of strategic clarity, not bureaucratic burden. All right, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Maman IBRAHIM. Let me see if I can get him. Here we go. Hey,
Yeah, thank you.
Maman, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
I don't see you. I,
Uh,
I see a black screen.
so I don't know.
Hold on, we
My
just tested
cam
it.
my camera
Hold
is
on, let,
on.
let me take you off and back on. Let's see if that
Mm,
fixes it. No, I still see a black screen. Uh,
mm.
Maybe if you click on setting and video, make sure the camera you wish is turned on. Okay, here we go. Now I see you. Yay! Thank you. All right, how
Okay,
are you
good.
doing this morning?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Fantastic.
You were talking about gratitude.
Yes.
Every single day when I wake up and be able to get off the bed, it's a
Mhm.
blessing for me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
definitely. Yeah.
It really, really, truly is to still be in
Mm,
the
mm,
land
mm.
of the living. Because even if no
Yeah,
things are not going your way, right, you are alive. No, um,
yeah.
my father was Robert, so they would call him Bob in the US. But when he went to Germany,
Mhm,
his nickname became Bob. So that's what he named me. But my French name is Fabien. American call me Fabian.
mm,
But anyway, my
mm,
African name is Minu, which in Lari or Kikongo it means hope or faith. And
mm,
I like to be reminded of what my name is because as long as I am alive, as long as I still have breath in my body, right, there is hope for me. So that is quite
mm.
powerful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, what is
Thank you.
something about you that most people may not know about?
I don't, I can't, I can't tell. I mean, what, uh, perhaps in my early age, uh, uh, no, perhaps my origin, I come from a herder family.
Hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
It's
So,
please go ahead.
no,
Yeah.
that's okay.
It's really amazing. I think we have so much in common. No,
Mm,
speaking French, being from a French speaking country which was colonized by France, and now you are in cybersecurity and AI. So am I. So
mm,
it's really wonderful how the world is so big but then so small at the same time. Can
mm.
you tell us about your leadership journey? How you came to be Maman Ibrahim and everything you do in cyber and AI?
Uh, I started really. Yeah, it's more riding the technology wave. I started my career 4 decades ago in radio communication, moved to telecommunication, moved to network, moved to the internet. All this following the technology evolution, the trends, and working in different organizations. And as I was uh, growing professionally, I was also going kind of higher on the responsibility ladder in organizations. And it just came naturally
Hmm.
uh, working, leading small teams, growing, leading bigger teams, interacting with many people across the globe due to complexity, remote working, and all these
Mhm.
kind of things. And then naturally, I start being interested by few topics, and leadership is one of them. More trying to find my place,
Mhm.
not looking. At what others are doing. And everything that I was doing is just doing what I had to do normally,
Yes.
doing the best I can to be the best person as well. And coming
Mhm.
from Niger and having spent my early life there, growing in a very complex and hard condition,
Mm.
just shaped my person, and then I just expressed what I learned. You see,
Wow.
that's how it started. Yeah.
That is quite powerful. And something you often say, you mentioned that in the intro, from rough to diamond. What does
Mhm.
that philosophy mean to you personally, and how has that shaped your philosophy style?
So it came from two things. The first one is uh, when I grew up, I learned very early because I grew up in the desertic area, uh, hard condition, that you never go out alone. First, you never go out alone. If you go out alone due to marriage and condition, if you have an issue, you may not come back home.
Mm,
The second one is it doesn't matter who is with you, whether it's a young person, whether it's an old person, whether the person is thought to be mad, or whoever the person is, this person might be likely to bring you back home, to help you come back
mm,
home. These two things, let's say, forge my thought. And from experience, I just found out that um, uh, people are different.
yes.
And because they are different, we have to approach every single person differently. And through the different learnings that I had, I came across the quote that is attributed to Albert Einstein.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know if it's true or not, but what it says is you cannot assess an elephant on its ability to swim, um, or a fish in its ability to climb a tree. You see,
Mm,
so it means that every person is different, and I have seen that happening. I have I mentored, I coached many people who wanted to do things were that were they were told impossible because of their background, because of their education. But hey, at the end, it happened. You see,
mm,
they made it, and yeah, I have many examples here as
yes.
well that happened. A few years back.
Wow.
A nurse that I helped becoming cybersecurity auditor, or this kind of things. And still
Mm,
now I have some people that are from areas that are not technical, who are willing to get into technology.
wow.
So that's why I take it. And the other thing, it was formalized from rough to diamond when I f- I expressed my purpose as a leader
Hmm.
relentlessly from rough to diamond. Whoever the person is, if you focus on that individual, you can polish them, you
Yes.
can take them to become a diamond. A diamond is only just a polished rock. So you just
Wow.
our 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 work as leaders, if I can say it this way,
Yes.
is to shape people to get them to be diamonds. Yeah.
Wow, that is really powerful. And by the way, we are already having a lot of feedback from LinkedIn. Greg Thompson is saying, gratitude, everything starts with this. Thank you so much, Greg. And also, if you can let us know where you are coming from, what city, what state, and which country, one thing you're grateful for, and if you have a question for Maman. And Greg also says, you are referred to as Idris Elba, 007 of cybersecurity. I love that. All right. And there is another user. The name didn't come through, but I believe when I looked on my LinkedIn page, I believe it's Kahina. She's chef de département commercial. So she speaks French. She says,
Mhm.
I hope for you a good life. And Don Christie says, Maman, you guide and inspire others with your cybersecurity knowledge, finding a diamond in everyone. Thank you so much, Don. Let us know where you're coming from, what city, what state, what you're grateful for, and if you have a question for Maman. And Don also said hello. All right, so we have a lot of people
Hello,
watching live
Don.
and letting us know they are there. I love it when I'm not just talking to myself or to my guests, but we get feedback from the audience. And everyone listening to, as you listen to Maman's story, please type down in the comment what you are learning or some leadership principle you're going to be able to put in practice this week. Thank you so much. So, Maman, let me ask you this. You've held a leadership role at Allianz, GSK, and Michelin, driving
Mhm.
digital transformation and cyber ethics. What were some of the defining moments that tested your resilience as a leader?
Oh, this is a this is a you know I will not get into specific details, but sometime because I was leading audit, IT audit, cybersecurity audit function. Uh,
Mhm.
Usually the most difficult conversations that I had, where I just questioned myself, where say when we land an audit, and then the people who are in charge, the managers are are doing the right thing, but I mean, every time that you scrutinize something, you may come up with some weaknesses or some challenges. What and the penalty on what the rationales are behind.
Mhm.
So when we get to share this kind of things, people are usually taking it very hardly. They take it for themselves, not for the job that they are doing, and
Yes.
and because of that, they are doing the best they can to keep their organization safe.
Hmm.
But anyway, we know that they are challenged always, and we know also that if nothing is happening, security teams, cybersecurity leaders are not challenged at
Yes.
what they are doing, but they are challenged on how they are doing it and the means that are given to succeed. If there's no problem, then their their existence as a team is questioned. So
Hmm.
it means that every time that you come and raise a challenge to them, I mean, it's sometimes perceived
Yeah.
come weirdly, or sometimes even in a conflicting approach. But yeah,
Wow.
generally,
No, please continue.
no, I said generally, as a human being, we don't like to be challenged in what
True.
we think we are best to do. But
Hmm.
in this case, it's not. Uh, that's the purpose of audit is not challenging people; it's challenging the organization itself, and
Yes.
sometimes questioning what the leaders are doing as well. So
Mm.
all these kind of things are the biggest challenge that I came across because it involves
Yes.
personal feelings. Yeah. Mm,
Yes.
mm,
Yeah, which reminds me, right? So earlier you mentioned about the technical knowledge to be in cyber security, but it looks like there is also, especially if you're going to be a leader, an important component with emotional intelligence, right? How you
mm.
deal with people, self-awareness, awareness of others, and how to be able to work with all kinds of people with from differing background. How important is that? How do you balance technical knowledge and emotional intelligence?
Well, you will be perhaps surprised. I don't need to balance them.
Mm.
I grew up uh, um, learning that people are the most important thing. So,
Yes.
I mean, I respect the people, the individual. Everyone is at the same place for me. And you see, because of these two elements that I mentioned about going and never go alone, and
Hmm.
it doesn't matter who is going with you, is that I don't I don't mind if the person in front of me is a CEO or
Hmm.
an analyst or the janitor. I I mean I treat them the same way. I respect
Yes.
them.
Wow.
That's what I learned. If you ask to people who know me, they will tell you that
Yes.
if I go, I'm going early to the office. So the first people I'm interacting with are the cleaner, the janitor, the
Yeah.
one putting in place the coffee shops and all this kind
Mm.
of thing. And I remember them. I learned to remember people. If I meet someone, I can remember this person 10 years after. You
That's
see? So
powerful.
all this together is something that I don't even think about. I grew
Yes.
up doing that. That's what I learned.
Yes.
So it
Wow.
means that I don't need to question whether people I put people first or no.
Yes.
They are people the same way I
Wow.
am a person. That's we are together. You see.
That is
So
so powerful.
mm,
Respect everyone and treat everyone with dignity, regardless of their societal title or where they fall in. That's another thing I learned from one of my mentors, the late great General Colin Powell, when he was Secretary of State. He said
mm,
I think it was in the basement of a building where people would help park cars, right? And
mm,
most of the people working there parking cars, they were all immigrants, and usually people there they wouldn't pay much attention to them. They
mm,
have an accent and all of that. However, though, it's very important when you park your car, if you're number one, number two, number three, that's very, very important, the
mm,
order they put your cars in. Because if you're number one, you get out first. If you're number three, you're gonna have to wait for number one and number two to get out before you get your vehicle. But anyway, the general went there. He was Secretary of State. Oh, and they were like, "What are you doing here?" But they was just talking to them like a human being, right? Not like
mm,
low ranking immigrant, and no, just like from human being to human being. And then he
mm,
talked to them. Okay, how do you decide who goes to number one, who goes to number two, and who goes to slot number three? He's like, in the morning when people come, if they say hi, how are you doing, and they ask about my kids, they go to number one. But if not, they don't care about me, then they go to number three or number four. So anyway, we are
mm,
all human. It
yeah.
doesn't cost
Mm,
much to respect everyone. So I
mm,
think that's a very very important leadership lesson. Even when you are trying to get a job, you go for interviews. People
mm,
like to flatter the CEO or the CIO, all of the executive, but it's the janitor, it's the person at the desk, the secretary. Those are the people that many times are gatekeepers, and you
mm.
really have to treat them with respect. So I really
So,
love that.
yeah. But let me add one thing about human element and cybersecurity. It doesn't mean that human element in cybersecurity should be neglected.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because today what we are seeing is that uh, human or mental health in cybersecurity space is neglected. Is one of the challenges that is. I don't know what's happening. It's either it's told or no one cares, or
Mm-hmm.
but still I'm working with a friend of mine about an article where we will cover this element,
Yes.
the human element in cybersecurity
Mm.
culture in an organization. Because I mean, if you don't treat people as a human being with everything that it comes with,
Mm-hmm.
plus their own perspective, because it's not only treating people as human. The
Yes.
person that you have in front of you should recognize that you are treating them as human, and
Mm.
you are not patronizing them, and
Yeah.
you are taking also the challenge that they are into the picture.
Mm-hmm.
You see, one thing that I was surprised it was when the pandemic hit during COVID.
Yes.
We were given this kind of trainings as managers, as leaders, to take care of our people. But I was looking at that surprised.
Mm.
Say, why do we need to
True.
learn how to treat our people
Yes.
when we are all struggling in something together?
Mm.
It's
Powerful.
not kind of we are watching them from balcony. We are in it together.
Mm.
When you go for shopping
Yes.
groceries, you queue for 3 hours.
Yes.
Same things that your guys are doing. You see,
Yes.
when they need help, they call. Even today, I'm
Wow.
always in contact with my people. So this is something
Okay,
that
that was French,
is
right there.
surprising. Yeah, yeah,
Very good. So you're speaking Franglish. That is beautiful. So
yeah.
I do that too. No, that is really powerful, my man. We have a lot more comment from the
Mm,
discussion on LinkedIn. Man, LinkedIn is on fire
mm,
today. We have Don Christie, she's from Chicago, and Greg Thompson from London. And
mm,
Don says, "I agree, my man. People are the most important part of life, and the same applies in cybersecurity." That is so true. But however, in my experience, though, I've seen a lot of companies, especially in Silicon Valley, they say, "Yes, human beings are the most important asset." Blah blah blah. That's what they say, but that's not what they do, right? The first
mhm.
opportunity they get, then you need to lay off 50, 20 people, they do it. They don't even think twice about it, right? But it's really something to be able to not just say it, but to actually live it out within the organization and the culture. And we have Rami Sham says, I agree 100% with my man. So you have a lot of fan
Mm,
out there. Okay, a question
mm.
for you, from Greg. Uh, you talk about turning rough into diamond, developing people, not just the process. How do you see AI fitting into that? Number one. And number two, is it sharpening the craft of cybersecurity or dulling the human edge we actually need to stay ahead of threat actors? What would you answer to Greg?
Oh, what I will say to Greg is that it's I will not oppose human and AI
Mm-hmm.
anyway. In the book that you mentioned, thriving with AI, the AI
Yeah,
advantage.
the
This
one that you
book,
wrote. Yeah.
yeah, I wrote a chapter about how AI will change technology and cybersecurity. But everything that I said in that chapter can be summarized as uh, today. Anyway, we have to deal with AI. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there's no choice. It's a technology evolution, and what I can add as well is that 30 years back, for my thesis in telecommunication, I worked using artificial neural networks in computer design of telecommunication system. Okay, and guess what? We were only few of us working on that topic. Then we just left to say, oh, there's no future on this.
Yes.
And see where we are now, nearly 30 years back after that. It means
Mm,
that we cannot change this evolution anyway. But
yes.
today, the way it's going um, um, is that human alone will not make it.
Mm.
AI alone will not make it.
So it
But
has to
human
come together.
augmented with AI will
Okay.
outperform human and AI separately.
I see. So in that
So
case, then the second part of Greg's question, do you think that's sharpening the craft of cybersecurity, or is it dulling the human edge when you add AI into the mix?
oh, I mean, perhaps both.
Yeah.
Both.
Mhm.
Cybersecurity is changing.
Yeah.
AI is bringing more security,
Hmm.
but also more challenge, more threats.
Wow.
We
Powerful.
can see that happening. AI-driven cyber attacks
Yes.
and AI and cyber defense,
As well.
AI-driven security as
Hmm.
well. On both
Wow.
sides, it's both the same side of the same coin.
Yes.
Now, perhaps what we need to add in AI is the responsible use of AI, adding an element of ethics.
Hmm.
AI should be governed responsibly. So we add ethics. Of course,
Yes.
I'm not going to elaborate about ethics, but you have
Hmm.
explainability, fairness, or this kind of thing.
Yes.
Technology will bring the core, robustness, security, and other things. But we need governance.
Hmm.
On the other side, AI governance will ensure that AI is user responsibility for the human, let's say, for to be best for human being, to support human beings in every cases.
Yes.
You see, so that's one of the reasons why I contributed to the responsible AI framework that's currently ongoing with the
Hmm.
Global Council of Responsible AI, because we need to build something that will help us govern AI
Yes.
in the context where we are all together,
Hmm. Powerful.
technology, and on the other side, ethics and
Yes.
governance.
That is so. Powerful, because you've mentioned it, right? You've contributed to major global framework like the World Economic Forum Cyber Resilience Compass, the Cloud Control Matrix, the OWASP Agentic AI Initiative. So, what impact do you hope this work will have on the next generation of cybersecurity leaders?
So I mean, these contributions are just happening because there are a lot of people contributing. It's a volunteer. We are all volunteering for something. So I'm doing it because I'm a member of this organization. And sometime when they need volunteers, I just raise my hand. That's it. I give, but I learn more than I give.
Yes.
You see, I'm learning because I'm exposed to these leaders as well that have very deep expertise. So this is one thing. And on the other side, uh, you need to have your voice heard if you want to contribute in shaping the future.
Mm,
You see, so that's what I think I should do. So now, this said, I mean, these contributions are done. I mean, to bring different perspective as
mhm.
well. So
Powerful.
that's what yeah, yeah.
Now, we have another question from the audience. Don from Chicago is saying, indeed, the human factor has been overlooked too often in cybersecurity. Why do we resist safety and security? That's a good question.
Perhaps because we don't understand very well how it relates to AI.
Hmm.
Let me take a few examples. Let's say AI. Uh, 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 so if we look at the bias on AI today, we are focusing on gender, race. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, what about disability?
Hmm.
Uh, and what about the social impact of AI? All these kind of bias that are not, let's say, aggregated in the different controls over AI, for example. It means that not only AI, but in technology, we are always focusing on few more visible biases, and then we overlook the others. It's more
Hmm.
naturally because it's easier to put few things in front of people, and then we focus on them, and it become a kind of uh, a message that is heard back and forth instead of
Yes.
looking at it globally. And also, perhaps also one of the element of bias is coming from people who are talking about it.
Hmm.
They are coming of there's a kind of a communality between these people. They usually came from the same educational background, from the same culture, from all these kind of things is creating by itself another bias because there are these ones who are more hurt. You see,
Yes. Wow.
so that's
Powerful. And for everyone watching live, please keep sending those questions. I'm going to make sure that our expert, Maman Ibrahim, answers your question live during the show. Also, let us know where you're coming from, one thing you are grateful for, and I really do appreciate that. No, kind of related to what Don said. So, you've co-authored this book, The AI Advantage, alongside 30 global experts. What does responsible AI leadership mean to you? And then after you answer that, with the rise of agentic AI, how can leaders prepare for a world where AI systems act independently?
so. Responsible AI to me is quite straightforward. I mentioned a few already.
Hmm.
First, the ethical element. Okay, so globally, first, it's if I have to define it, I can use the definition that is somehow shared. It's a way of designing, building, and deploying AI systems uh, that create trust, societal well-being.
Hmm.
You see, so it means that uh, during the different sessions that I attended, uh, there's a common pattern. Responsible AI should fit into the seven SDG, Sustainability Development Goal of the United Nations. You see? Well, I'm not going to elaborate on this one. I don't remember them all. But globally, it's
Yes.
ethical,
Yes.
being ethical. So we focus on fairness, accountability, transparency, and human rights.
Yes.
This is the ethical piece of the responsible AI. Then the technical one, because anyway, whether we like it or not, the technical element is also there. Robustness, security, reliability, and explainability. Then comes the governance layer, where we should provide people, leaders, a way to strengthen the oversight over AI.
Yes.
So it means that following values, societal values, laws, standards, and all this exists as
Absolutely.
well. It's not like they don't exist. It's just perhaps because we don't think about doing that. And
Yes.
usually, if you are implementing AI or you have project looking at it responsibly, you think it's coming with cost.
Wow.
While at the end, the more responsible you are, the more, let's say, business AI will bring to your organization as well. On the other side, it's like these
Wow.
privacy related regulations.
That is
You
really,
create
really
trust,
insightful. Yes, yes.
and
So insightful. And I love what you say about human oversight too, especially
Mhm,
like me in the US Navy, in the military, the US government, human oversight is a must, right? Especially if you're going to
mhm,
use artificial intelligence into combat or anything like that, because the consequences could be very, very uh, drastic and critical. All right. So
mhm,
we only have about 20 minutes left. I'm going to switch over to the second half of the show where I'm
mhm.
going to focus on leadership. One of the first questions I'm going to ask you is, what is the greatest lesson you have ever learned in life?
Ooh, greatest lesson I have ever. Oh, uh, perhaps it's where when you are challenged that you discover your true self.
Mm,
Really hardly the greatest lessons that I learned them where uh, I was really hardly challenged. To
mm.
me, this was the lesson. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is powerful. Okay,
Mm,
let me ask you this. You started from humble beginning. We show some of the picture of your original Niger, and today
mm,
you are
mm.
an authority, cybersecurity, and AI, and all of the great work you do. What do you think is the secret of your success?
I will not. First, I will not say that I'm an authority on these matters. I'm just trying to find my place, and
Very
then
humble.
just
I love
uh,
it. So, what is the secret of your
I,
success?
perhaps continuous learning.
Yes. Mm.
Every day, I'm learning something new.
Wow, that is
Every day,
powerful.
and not only learning by reading a paper or no formal education as well.
Yes.
I'm taking a class. I'm taking
Hmm.
many of the executive educations that I had. I took them in that way.
Yes.
Classes. All this is happening this way. And on the other side is that uh, because now I have time to reflect on many things in my professional life.
Yes.
Uh, I'm writing a lot, sharing my experience as well,
Hmm.
because I'm willing to coach and mentor the next generation of cyber leaders. I say next
Wonderful.
because it's not. I'm not waiting for the next to come.
Hmm.
I want to contribute to get
Yes.
them there now. They,
Mm.
they, they, they,
Powerful.
as they need us now. As they grow, we help them because
Mm.
we have been there as well. We
Yes.
help, we give them a hand when they need it, not
Wow.
when they start struggling. Yeah,
Yes. Wow, that is
so
so
that one.
powerful. It reminds me of what my primary mentor, Dr. John C. Maxwell, taught me, right? The difference between success and significance. Because when you talk about success, is me, myself, and I, but when you become significant is when you help somebody else
Mm,
reach their goal and achieve their potential. That is so
mm.
great. So, what do you think is the greatest leadership advice you have ever received?
Oh. Okay. Perhaps nearly 3 decades ago now, one of my mentors told me that knowledge is the only fair trade.
Mm,
The more you give it, the more the better you are at it, because
mm,
we human are all different,
yes.
whether we like it or not. Is that you convey it
Mm,
to one specific person, and then you get better to it because of that. It great, and that's why knowledge sharing is the only fair
mm.
trade. The more you give it, the better you are at it. Yeah. And
Knowledge sharing.
ever
Yes.
since now, I'm sharing whatever I know. I don't know much, but when I read a paper that I loved, I'm sharing it. When I read a book, I'm sharing it. When I see something, I share it every time,
All right,
always.
Maman, I must tell you, it's not just me. You are very humble. So says Greg. He's humble. He's a genuine, kind, honest person. And Don Christie, the humble leader, always learn. Well said. So everybody knows that you are a humble person, and you know a lot more than you say you do, and you are definitely an expert. But I guess the minute you say that you are a global expert, maybe you are no longer humble. The minute you say it, but anyway, but it is true, and I think it's a great quality for all of us to have, always wanting to contribute and put the focus back on other people. But part of the reason why I have you as a guest on the show today is because I want to put the focus light on you, right? You are my friend in the spotlight right now. So thank you so much. And let's see, Dawn said something else. Let's see. She says, the more knowledge you give, the better you become. I am grateful to have learned much from our conversation. So that is so true. Okay, so
Mm.
let me ask you this, man. We are running out of time so quickly. What are you learning right now?
Wow, what I'm learning right now. So you want the list?
No, no, no. Just in general, because no, you talked about continuous learning, right? Leaders are
Yeah,
learners. What kind of things are you learning now? What
I'm
you
still
curious about?
learning about AI. I'm focusing on responsible AI, because I share my how I view it, but I mean there are different perspectives. You see,
Hmm.
so that's what I'm doing now. I'm sharing. I'm trying to understand all these things that are going out about AI. So I'm taking some online classes here and there to
Ah,
understand this perspective. So
hmm.
this is one thing that I'm learning. The other thing that I'm learning as well is the human element.
Yes.
The human element. I'm reading a lot about it, but not just reading like I read a book. No, I read it and I go back, challenge it, go
Hmm.
back and take notes, go back and
Yeah.
try to understand better. And so these are the two things that are keeping me somehow busy in my learning journey. Yeah. Mm.
Yes, very good. Another LinkedIn user said, the best leaders with values of sharing. That is so true. We have to lead with an open hand. That's really how we
Yeah.
all get better. So let me ask you this. We talked about all of your successes. What about failure? Uh,
Hmm.
to me, I got this coin. One side says success, the other side of the same coin says failure. So I think success and failure, two sides of the same coin. How has failure shaped your life?
Oh, so I will not go to Mandela as people used to do. Yeah, of course, failure. I don't know how to. Yeah, I felt a lot. I
Did,
felt a lot,
did you
many
learn?
times.
Did you learn anything from those experiences?
Oh, I did every time that I'm not waiting for years after the failure to start learning.
Hmm.
Every time that I'm challenged, before I failed, every time that I'm challenged, I will go back and question myself and try to see why.
Yeah.
Understand the other why the challenge was raised, and the other's perspective.
Hmm.
Sometimes I can say, okay, so what? I don't care. But most of the time, I will find something, a reason to go and dig. And when I fail, sometimes it's failure in a relationship, it's failure on work or
Mm-hmm.
work stuff. I'm going back to the person to understand why.
Mm.
To understand why. Why did I fail?
Yes.
Yeah, and then and what I learned from these failures first is that when it's a person who challenged you about something you failed on, the same person is not comfortable to tell you where you failed,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes I'm not sure yet, the perspective of failure is not always, let's say, right.
Mm-hmm.
You can think that someone failed while the person didn't fail.
Mm.
They did whatever they could with what they had
Yes.
to get something done. Perhaps it doesn't meet some of the standards if they were
Mm-hmm.
given more. Think
Mm.
about this. A CISO, okay? They have a budget, okay? Even I write it in one of the articles. If nothing happened in a year in their organization, do you think that they will have a additional budget to prepare
No.
upfront? No
No.
one will give them a dime to on top of
Yes.
what they have, because they are good, they didn't fail.
Mm-hmm.
Then their success is invisible. They
Yes.
become a cost center.
Yeah.
You see, so it's exactly how I see
Mm.
the actions of failure. When you are good, sometimes being good can be seen as well as something that is not good.
Mm. That is powerful.
You
Yeah,
see,
you remind
so
me also of something. Yeah, something that Oprah Winfrey once taught us that no, if they knew better, they would do better. But
mhm.
wow, very very powerful. So, who are some of the people that you know that we should know? Some of the thought leaders you follow or mentors that we should know about.
Oh, okay. So it's more about really authors,
Mm-hmm.
you see, and one that I that was an A opener is James Cars.
Mm-hmm.
The Infinite Game.
Oh yes,
And it was the infinite, the finite and infinite games. So
yes.
I mean, I read James Cars after having followed Simon Sinek for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So he was talking about this. I said, no, there's something missing.
Mm.
It's not only about the infinite games that Simon Sinek is talking about. There is something deep. And then I read this book. Very, very little book, 160 pages. I read it 2 times, you see. And this one is one of the books that I can recommend to everyone. Of course, I already shared my reading list. If I have to pick
Mm-hmm.
another one, I will pick the Align one
Mm-hmm.
from, and not this one, the next one.
Oh, let me
Align,
find it really quick.
yeah,
I love this one.
yeah. It's not. Yeah, I think you missed
Oh,
it.
I missed it. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So
Who-
Align is from uh,
Oh, this one. We
this one.
align.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jonathan Trevor,
Mm-hmm.
where you can learn how to uh, to have a strategic alignment really in
Yes.
organizations, but not only in organizations. What I value in this book is not the learning, the purpose of the book itself.
Mm-hmm.
It was meant for organizations to align from purpose
Yes.
to strategy to everything align for performance and all this. That's fine.
Wow.
But
Leadership blueprint for overcoming disruption and improving
y-
performance. That is so
yes,
powerful. So
exactly.
we
Yeah,
talked about the infinite game, and I know Simon Sinek has a book about the infinite game as well. So that's
yeah.
James Carse. What about this one? We the leader.
With a leader. Oh, Jeffrey Span. When it was released, I read this book, and then I was having some questions, and I googled Jeffrey Span and I sent him an email
Wow.
with a list of questions.
Hmm.
Then he responded to me.
Wow.
It's funny. He responded to me
Yes.
saying, "Oh, by the way, I understand why," and he sent me 2 or 3 articles that you wrote
Wow.
about exactly the same questions that I had. And then
Hmm.
here, the thing here is saying that, I mean, usually we have leader followers, right?
Yes.
But what if you look at our interaction with people as leaders altogether? Okay,
Mm.
because the person that is following you is also a leader from somewhere,
Yes.
from the other perspective.
Hmm.
Even if they are not seen as a leader, this kind of tagged as a
Yes.
leader, but
Yes.
imagine they have a family,
Mm.
they
So true.
raise kids, they are taking
Mm.
care of some people in their community. They
Yeah.
are naturally leaders, whether they know it or not.
True.
So this is what I love here. It
Wow. It reminds me
what
of what
Jeffrey did. He framed it so that you can use it
we the leaders.
uh,
Yes.
and interacting with people. Yeah,
Yeah, I really love that because my primary mentor, Dr. Johnson Maxwell, I love the way he defined leadership. Says leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. And if leadership is influence, then anybody can be a leader, even a
anybody
mother,
can
right?
influence.
You have influence over your husband, maybe your children, and so forth. Well, very,
Yeah,
very powerful. So we talk about Simon Sinek
yeah.
already, and we align.
This
What
point.
about winning from within?
So winning from within was recommended to me by sponsors that I had. When I moved to the UK, I was struggling. I requested some help, and then I had a sponsor who was helping me, and he recommended this book.
Wow.
What I discovered is that, I mean, whatever you are doing is driven by some internal challenges that you have,
Yes.
the
Yes.
conflicting thoughts, all this kind of thing.
And you
It
need
helped
clarity.
me master some of uh, element of my behavior, my
Mm,
thought, so that I can temper my message, or
yes.
I mean, I can adapt to the environment easily.
Powerful.
And
Going to
of
yes.
course, going to yes is about negotiation, and this program helped me in structuring my relationship with people that I don't know,
Mm,
mainly
powerful.
because in the workplace, when you join an organization, you are meant to know the people that, from day one, and work with
Mhm.
them. But when you come, you have a whole bunch of politics and influences are already established. You
Yes.
have to navigate through. You have to
Mhm.
communicate as well, and this one as well, and
Yes.
negotiating as well. So
The
these two
non-negotiable.
books are coming from the program of Harvard program of negotiations that I attended, and
Uh,
this one was the book that my first boss within Michelin offered me,
mm,
because he hired me, and he shares this one, how small change
yes.
can have an outlasting impact. And
Mm,
Michelin is a learning organization, and
yes.
it's said by itself. So this one, Norman Marks, is about agile auditing. So I mean, I'm a fan of Norman. I met him few years back in a training in Dubai. He didn't
Yes.
remember that, I'm sure. But here he is a kind of he is one of the most influential guy in audit space,
Hmm.
shaping the new dynamics of audit. You
Wow.
see,
And finally,
and
this one.
this
Which
one, yeah.
I've read this.
Yeah, about measuring. Of course, today we have everything that we need to capture everything, to measure
Yes.
everything in cybersecurity. It
Mm.
means that while metrics matters, you should also measure what matters.
Wow,
You see?
that is really, really, really powerful. Thank you so much for sharing. Most of those books I've read before, but a few of them I haven't. So I'm gonna make sure to add them to my library. So let me ask you: if you could choose three people to have dinner with, who would you choose and why? They could be alive, dead, or even mythical figures.
The first one, Nelson Mandela.
You don't have to say anything else. Number two,
Okay. Uh,
yeah, Madiba. Everybody knows them. He's
yeah, yeah,
incredible.
yeah. But let me tell you why.
Okay, okay,
No, let me tell you why.
please.
Because I went to South Africa dozens of times, okay?
Mm,
But having seen from inside
yes.
how the society changed
Mm,
is just unbelievable. And I was 11 when I subscribed to Frontline,
mm,
the ANC magazine. When
yes.
before it came to Niger, when I subscribed, I mean, it spent nearly a year to get to me. Every
Yes.
year I have but
Yeah.
hey,
That was
I was
before the
just there
before the internet.
before the internet. But
Yes.
you have to go there to visit
Mm,
the apartheid museum, to talk to
yes.
people there, to spend some time to understand what forgiveness means.
Powerful.
Okay, and seeing how they get to that level
Mm.
means that, hey,
Did you when you went
it's
to South Africa? Did you have a chance to go look at his cell on that?
the
Did you have a chance to look at Madiba's cell? Did you go to the island where he was in prison?
oh yeah, many times Robben Island. Yeah, I went there many times. Yeah, nearly every time that I visit, I went to. Uh, I I have been for more than 15 years to
Really
South Africa,
amazing.
but
It's
yeah,
truly a
yeah, yeah.
very, very special man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
two more
So
people.
the second one, you'll be surprised,
Hmm.
is Satya Nadella,
Yeah, the CEO of
Microsoft.
Microsoft. Yeah.
Yeah, only because of his empathy on innovation.
Hmm.
Uh, uh,
He's a different type
if
of CEO for sure.
yeah, yeah, and in my last paper, I mentioned I did some. I talk about relevancy and all these kind of things, and
Yes.
I mentioned him how he changed. He changed he changed Microsoft. Okay.
Yes, definitely. It was a huge, huge change. I think I went to their headquarters. I think it was 2018, 2019. I mean, complete transformation. I didn't talk to him, but I
Yeah.
talked to many people who report to him. It's completely a completely different organization. The culture of continuous learning and adding value and all of that is just phenomenal. Okay, who's the third person?
The third person is Chris Markowski. Chris Markowski is someone. Uh, he he's. I cannot even define who he is, but he is my mentor.
Hmm.
He is the person who opened many things, who unlocked many thoughts in my
Wow.
brain,
Is
and
is he is he on LinkedIn?
he's on LinkedIn, and he is retired now. He
Hmm.
used to be a professor and leading a program on innovation
Wow.
uh, that I attended, where and you sit, you talk with him, and
Yes.
when you leave, you always have a smile.
Wow. That is really
But
amazing. That's really part of the reason why I do this
he,
podcast. If you would share his LinkedIn with me, maybe he has a couple of books on Amazon that we may be able to
yeah,
recommend to the audience too.
yeah, I will do that. And also, he used to be the editor of I have to a psychological journal on this kind of thing. I
Wow.
have to find it, and I will share that with you so that we can
Thank
share
you
it.
so much. We
And
we are
yeah,
already out of time, but can you give me like 5, 7 more minutes, please?
yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I
Yeah.
really enjoy talking to you. We have so much to talk about. But this is very, very insightful. Oh, by the way, Don Christie is saying one more thing. Excellent selection of books. Keep learning. That is true. And no,
Thank you.
I've read over 2,000 books since I was about 17 years old, but maybe about half of the books that you mentioned I've never read before. So I'm gonna make sure
Mm.
to take care of that. And someone else, Rami Sham says, well picked books. So true. Okay, so what is maybe a song, a book, or a movie that would be your life's theme or anthem? Which book, which song, or which movie would it be if you could choose one?
Mm.
Song, book, or movie? Your life's theme or anthem?
So books, no, song. Uh, I've been listening uh, to Marley, Bob Marley, for
Bob Marley. Yeah,
all my life, all my
my
life. This
my
is one
father
thing.
loved him.
Yeah. So, but still, I'm
Is
song.
there is there a specific song from Bob Marley that means a lot to you?
Uh, uh, Not only one, but lively up yourself. I shot the sheriff. If you listen to the messages behind,
Mhm.
these one are very very strong ones. Yeah.
Very good.
Uh,
Yeah, that takes me
uh,
back to when I was growing up because my father loved Bob Marley. All of his album,
yeah.
he had it at home. Yeah,
So a book, I have many books as that I'm reading at the same time, but the Infinite Game, Finite and Infinite Game of
yeah.
James Cars is the one that I have really now close. I mean, I can pick it and read anytime, and
Yes, this
it's just
one.
here. So yeah, this
Powerful.
one. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Thank you. Okay,
Uh,
so
mm.
what is one action you are thinking about taking that you think will positively impact your life?
Oh, uh, I think the one thing that this idea of consciously coaching and mentoring people
Mm,
changed my life. I started around 20 years back when I formalized it and start giving trainings in project management to
yes.
leaders back in Michelin, and I just keep going, keep doing it, and even uh, this is something that changed my life
Yes.
because I found that you see my purpose relentlessly from rough to diamond
Mm-hmm.
applies to me as well. It's
Yes.
more about me just opening up
Mm,
to help people do the same that I'm doing.
yes.
So this is something that changed my life.
Wow.
And the only I cannot imagine a day where I'm not sharing something with someone
That's powerful.
that help them. Yeah, always,
Thank you. Very, very powerful.
always.
So,
Yeah.
if you had one and only one day to live, what would you have liked your final contribution to be?
If I have only
One day,
one day to live,
final
uh,
contribution.
uh, if it's true that it's the only day, it's the last day,
Hmm?
then I will reach out to the people that I love to have them with me this last day. We just sit. You see, sometime when I was growing up, sometime with some mentors or with some family members, with people that I love really, we just sit. Loving someone is just being able to sit with the person
Yes.
without a word for days. You
Mm,
don't need to talk a lot. We don't need to, no,
yes.
you are just there and
Mm,
you feel good, you feel safe. That's what I will do. I will put together all the people that I love and we sit.
yes.
Whether we talk or not, it doesn't matter. We are just sitting together, and then when you look right, you see one, the other one is at left, and
Yeah.
all this. That's it. Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
And
Yeah,
Greg is saying,
yeah.
love your work, my man. And
Mm, mm.
when you wake up in the morning, what is one problem you would like to solve?
Oof. No, I don't. I don't wake up with problems.
But is there a
Uh,
problem in the world right now you would like to solve? One that's important to you?
oh yeah, yeah. So I think. I mean, I want, if I can do it, I just want to wake up in a safe world.
Hmm.
Which that's now you understand why I'm saying. I mean, I don't think about it because safe
Yes.
world is just something that I guess no one will see
But
soon.
but if you had a magic wand, you would like the world to be safe.
Yes, I will. I will like the world to be safe, and then we just everyone thrive. We just go ahead. We do whatever we can do to get
Yes.
uh, to let's say to live our life without looking at all this kind of
Yes.
nonsense that's happening everywhere. Yeah,
True.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because the thing. Thanks so much for sharing that. Now, I was born in Africa. French culture, and then I moved to the US. The world is very big, but in many ways, doesn't matter who you are, African, European,
Mm,
American, or Asian. We are really all the same. Right? I think
mhm,
everybody wants to be validated. We want to be loved. We want to be recognized, and just listen to. Just know that we do
mhm,
matter.
mhm,
And yeah, I think we
mm,
need the world to be safe for everyone. That is
mm,
powerful. Okay, we are coming toward the end now. Is when we ask you. Thank you so much for your time and thank you for going over by 10 minutes. I really appreciate that.
mm.
How can we add
Thank you.
value back to you, Maman IBRAHIM?
Oh, how you can add value to me? You,
Yes,
I know you are already doing it. You see what I'm doing. I have a lot going on. Just communicate about everything that I'm doing. That's it, and then what will happen will happen. Uh, we are we are just in this. We are here together anyway. It's not kind of someone looking others. We are all together in the same game.
yes.
So yeah,
Thank you so
yeah.
much. So everyone, follow Maman on LinkedIn, Maman with an E, and then also purchase his book, The AI Advantage. Thank you so much. So to end, actually, before I ask you this question, is there anything I should have asked you during this podcast episode that I haven't asked yet? Any question you wanted to answer I didn't ask?
No, no, you did already a lot.
Okay. Thank you so much. Again, sorry we went a little bit
Thank you.
over, but I think it's so important for my audience to really get your wisdom. So this is probably the most important question I think of the entire podcast. If you could go back and give a piece of advice to your 17-year-old self, right, standing at the edge of this incredible career you've had, what would you say to 17-year-old Maman?
I will. I will advise my 17 years old to be bolder
Hmm.
because uh, I mean everything that I get here, uh, I will say randomly.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't plan for all this happening. I was just
Yes.
doing my piece. Okay,
Mm.
my contribution, like the kind of the colibri effect. It's
Yes.
just to be bolder. I
Mm.
can't imagine what I could have done if I
Yes.
was bolder at 17.
Wow. Powerful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, that's
And also, by the way, the reason why I asked this question and why I say 17, because when I was 17 years old is when I came to the US. I had this huge, big idea, big dream, but I had no idea how to go from point A to point B. And life just, I guess got me where I am today, and I'm very grateful for it. Oh, also, by the way, Greg Thompson says, "Need a big room on your final day." That is so true. We are a big family. And Don says, "Amazing discussion. Thank you." All right, so this is going to be really, really quick. In less than 2 minutes, we are going to be done. So don't take too much to think. Okay, I'm going to ask you. This is going to be rapid fire. All right, one word that defines great leadership. One word.
Authenticity.
Okay, morning routine or practice that keeps you grounded.
I don't have any routine
Okay.
except sitting and having my 2 or 3 coffees,
Okay, coffee. That is
doing
good.
nothing.
All right. Book or quote that changed your life. I think I know which one you're gonna say.
Yeah. The
This book,
Infinite
isn't it?
Game.
Infinite Game.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yes.
definitely
Yeah.
going to buy this one today. I promise you that.
Mm-mm.
Thank you for sharing with us. And who inspired you most today?
Ooh, who inspired me more today?
Mm-hmm. Who's your greatest
Oh,
inspiration?
I think. I think.
Don't take too long to
So
think.
no, I mean, inspiration. You you did through the questions that you asked. It
Wow.
triggers already. My brain is running on the
Thank you.
background. I have few things to take. Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
you will be surprised. You will see some of the topics ending
Well,
as a article sometime soon.
thank you.
Yeah.
But I must tell
Yeah.
you, you are our greatest inspiration. That's why I run this
Mm,
show to find
mm,
people like you so we can get your
mm,
knowledge and
mm.
experience. And thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, finish the sentence. Leadership is
Leadership is authenticity.
very good. You're back to what you
Mm.
said. Very consistent. Okay.
Yes.
What did you want to be when you were a kid?
Uh, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a doctor.
Okay, you are not a doctor today. All right.
Yeah.
What were three adjectives describing you as a child?
Uh,
Three adjectives
ooh, this is 3 adjective.
as a child.
Oh, I don't. I have them in mind, but I don't have
It's
a. Uh,
you want
perhaps
you want to say it en
we.
français?
Yeah, I can say I'm in French, yeah, but
Okay.
I can say in English also.
Okay.
Malicieux, which is
Malicieux.
witty,
Okay. Malicious. Okay. Two.
and perhaps bold,
Okay.
because
Bold.
I was always the one that is asked
Okay.
to go and do something that is
W-
forbidden, and I go for it without it.
One more.
And uh, supportive, because
Supportive. Okay.
I always help my friend,
Very good. And what
always,
about
always.
as an adult? Three adjectives.
I think they are still the same.
The same.
I didn't
Yeah.
say no, they are still,
Malicieux aussi.
oh, très malicieux.
Oh, très bien. Okay. Now, this is a very, very last question. After this, the show is over. Give me one word that represents our shared experience on this podcast together.
Extraordinaire.
Wow. I am grateful, very, very, very grateful. Très appréciant. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Maman Ibrahim Ibrahim.
Merci, mon ami.
Thank you.
Merci, mon ami. Thank you
Wow.
very much. Thank
All
you.
right, everybody. This was Maman Ibrahim, and he is the author of the best-selling book on AI, which is the AI Advantage, cybersecurity expert, and really a global sensation. I'm so grateful he was here with us today. Thank you for all of those who participated and asked a question. I really do appreciate that. We went a little bit over, but I'm so grateful for his time today. And I want to remind you, tomorrow I'm going to be talking to Coach Renata Bernardi, originally from Brazil, and now she lives in Australia. She's an award-winning career coach, and she will be talking to us. She's the host of the Global Job Hunting podcast. You don't want to miss it. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to have two interviews. I'm going to have Coach Valerie Martinelli, LinkedIn top voice and leadership and career transformation coach. And then in the afternoon tomorrow, I mean on Wednesday, I'm going to be talking to Lieutenant Commander Amy Forsyth. She's also a Marine Corps enlisted veteran, and we're going to be talking about leading with purpose. All right, this week is going to be pretty busy, and thanks again for watching. And until next time, this is Coach Busy. I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye, everybody. This is Coach Busy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and share.
Thank you for tuning in to the Leadership and Success Podcast with your host, Coach BZ. If today's episode added value to your leadership journey, be sure to subscribe, share, and join us again for more wisdom nuggets on how to lead better and achieve greater success. Remember, leadership is the most critical skill of our time. The world will always need leaders to inspire others, drive innovation, and execute meaningful strategy. So why not count yourself among the bold leaders shaping the 21st century? Until next time, stay inspired, stay committed, and keep leading with excellence.